Hello everyone, this is Yana from Bellatrix Star, and here is the astrological forecast for this coming 2.5 weeks from 19th of November till 7th of December till the next new moon in Sagittarius. So, main events in the sky, and what a wonderful time. It is a party time. Major shifts have been already happened. Venus is going direct, Mercury is retrograde now, Jupiter is in Sagittarius, Uranus moved back to Aries, South Node is in Capricorn, hosting by Saturn, North Node is in Cancer, hosting by Moon, our emotions, and the most important event that is also I want you to see on the cards. So in the sky they're happening there, and on the cards I want to show that to you. It's the Mars is in Pisces, but look at this card. This is beautiful, beautiful energy. So finally, this beautiful energy for everyone. Mars is in Pisces. Look at this 10 of Cups, this time of completion, this time of when Mars is resting, enjoying its time as well. But of course Mars is weak there. Actually, he doesn't really want to be there that much and that long. But on the other hand, for everyone, but actually also for Mars, is a very, very healing place to be. It's really great time to be, because it's time of completion. It's time of having this happy time together with the family, happy endings, happy culminations, and amazing time. About the cards I will tell you a bit later, and now I would like to continue about what's going on actually in the sky. So it's time for the wonderful changes and new beginnings, and you know, it is like we are all in a big luxury bright speedy car moving to the new areas in our lives, exploring more, getting bigger pictures, and really, really fast. But with Mars going into Pisces, this energy gives a bit of dreamy flavor, you know. Dreams can be really bright and maybe a bit aggressive sometimes, or it can be dreams with a lot of fights and battles. And also, as here is the Mars, the Tower card, and here is the Pisces, the Moon card. So can you imagine that Mars is in Pisces? So Tower is at home of the Moon card, not the Moon as a it's not astrological, right? But we are talking about now this card. So the Moon card over here is also about fears, doubts, and negative thoughts, negative any kind of situations in our life. When Mars and Tower is going into this place, so it means that you have the energy to fight with these fears, to fight and to be the winner. You will face, I mean, fighting means you will face them. You will face the fear, you will face the doubts, you will face own negativity, and you will be the winner, because the result is 10 of Cups. Amazing, amazing victory, you know, at the end. So when we are dealing with this sometimes fears and aggressive maybe dreams or this inner conflicts, so it's actually the time that we can deal with it, or we can deal with these problems and issues that will appear in our dreams, or this inner conflict, and which maybe we try to ignore for a while. Yes. So actually it is a big deal. Mars leaves Aquarius and moves to Pisces, to the kingdom of Neptune and Saturn. So see, this is the kingdom of Neptune, surrender in this case, and Saturn, restrictions, limits, limitations, any kind of delays, actually structure and organization as well. So, you know, actually in this kingdom, when the Neptune and Saturn is, where there is home of illusions, but also high-level magic, especially for Scorpios and Aries, and of course Pisces, as your intuition will be really, really high. and trust your dreams, of course. Pisces, as I said, will get some energy started from this week. And for Cancer, for example, this also will be a supportive energy. So on the other hand, it is the energy of a bit of limitations that Saturn is there. And perhaps the drive will be a bit restricted. It is very important because we had a Martian year, so to speak, as summertime was significant for everyone. And sometime before and after that, as Mars was retrograde and met the South Node. And so it was quite a bit of tough time we had, and that was really transformative and tough times for many of us. But now Mars needs to have some rest, some sleep in a dreamy world before it is full of energy, full of strength and power, and is ready to enter into its home sign of Aries later on. So also it is nice that Mars meets Uranus in sextile, and Uranus is in Aries, again home of Mars. See, it's kind of very interesting energies playing around. And this energy will play together, Uranus and Martian energy. Expect some unexpected events, spontaneous actions, which will be positive and helping you, but not always the way you want. For some of you, it can be a bit dreamy, like it will be too good to be true with a Neptune over there. But for some of you, there will be some inner restrictions to act fast. So in both cases, actually, just trust your intuition, your guts, your heart. If you really want it, then it's your way to do that, to go for that. If not, then better just to wait, when the situation will be clearer for you and you will have it 100% of understanding. So in general, I feel that Scorpios and Aries will feel a bit more relaxed and have deserved rest after this not really easy year. But I must say that all other signs will benefit from this transit when Mars is entering Pisces, at least in one particular area of your lives. So, if you don't know your natal chart, so then you can check the website www.astro.com. I will put in description this website, so you can just click on there and create your natal chart, knowing your place of birth, your date, of course, of birth, and your time, if you know that, to know the rising, your ascendant. And there on this website you can make your own natal chart and see where these planets are and what the transit you have now, and so you can see what house belongs to Pisces, so where Mars is now for you, where Mars will have his dreamy holidays. Okay, next thing is also very important that I want to talk about is Venus finally is direct. Finally, that's really great news. So Venus, I will put it here and I will show you over here that Venus, the Empress in this tarot deck, is going direct. So all the qualities, all the features of these positive things of Empress over here, it's beautiful energy. You can see just in the picture, and the picture is speaking of itself about everything. But the thing is, like, when Venus is going direct into Libra, and then later on it will move to Scorpio. The thing is, like, in this tarot deck, that Libra card is Justice. This one is very karmic card. And then it will move to Judgment, and this Plutonic card that ruled Scorpios, and this is the Scorpio card, Death. And all three cards are really karmic, deep, awakening, and very transformative, very deep, and of course making yourself in balance, in harmony, of fairness. And as you know, Venus rules this kind of areas in our life, like money, love, relationship, contracts, some kind of documents or finances. But also it's very important that this is all about balancing things, you know, around you, especially when Venus is in Libra. And it's all about, you know, finding this justice to everyone. And of course, it's all about love and love yourself. So it's a magical moment, you know, and it's also magical time because the energy is really intense, and Venus, after all our lessons that we've experienced, is going direct again in Libra, and then of course she will enter Scorpio, and this again very, very deep and profound energies. So you know that she rules Libras and Tauruses. So Libra and Taurus signs are celebrating, definitely celebrating this time. And of course, everyone, again, we are celebrating this beautiful time of relationship, that there, again, we have some clarity, some beautiful moments. And, you know, as I said about Mars, actually about Venus, it's almost the same, because I mean, the same in this case, that all signs, all of us will benefit in at least one particular area of our lives. That is amazing energy, because Venus is now at home in Libra, the sign of relationship, justice. Where is it over here? Justice and fairness and balance. And she's enjoying to be there. She's enjoying her home place, giving us blessings in area of contracts, money, as I said, again, relationship, love, before she moves again to Scorpio, and that will be definitely the healing time. That will be definitely the waking up us call, let me put like that. And it will be deep transformations, but now it will be moving, you know, faster. And it will be a healing time for our old wounds and those painful situations that probably we experienced a bit earlier when Venus was retrograde, or that can be really this healing traumas that we experienced in love many years ago, maybe even in childhood as well. So during this time, you will get this understanding of love yourself and love to others. Deep, profound connections will matter. Honesty will be highly appreciated with all these cards and with all of this energy in the sky. So, speaking of those beautiful planets, and now I would like to announce a special Mercury retrograde $19 offered for you. If you want to know how personal planets like Venus, Mars and Mercury will affect your personal life during this special time, Mars is in Pisces, Venus goes direct, Mercury is retrograde in Sagittarius, then just send me an email to janabellatrix@gmail.com or with your birthday details. I would like to have date, time and place of your birth. And after I got your payment, you will get a private video from me within 3 working days. I will analyze your natal chart and these personal transits of these personal planets for you. Plus, you will get a bonus guidance card for this amazing period of time, because it will be really intense. So feel free to ask any questions about my special Mercury retrograde $19 offer for you, or just email me and order this private video for you for this coming month. Of course, in case if you don't know your time of birth, that is also fine, because I will do the this analysis and I will analyze the transit for your sun sign. That will be a private video for your sun sign. Okay, let's continue. Another important event, what is happening on Thursday, 22nd of November, that will be a full moon in Gemini. So the full moon card in tarot deck here is lovers card, and it's so beautiful, it's amazing. So I must say that it's very important time, and it's very interesting full moon, the time of culmination and clarification, and you know, seeing the results of your actions. This energy will last for 2 weeks till new moon in Sagittarius, which will happen 7th of December 2018. It is also important one. Why this full moon in Gemini? Because the Gemini sign is ruled by Mercury, and which is retrograde now. So this full moon is about communication, messages, documents, trips, issues, journeys. And Gemini is open-minded, so be open-minded. This is a time for gathering information, not worrying about how it all fits into the grand scheme of things, just gather information. Being with everyone, on the other hand, being in the middle of their circle of intense communication, new ideas, insights, we actually can lose ourselves in this air mind energy. So be mindful. Don't forget to ground yourself. As Mercury is retrograde, then you will get some messages from the past. Some other talks, business matters will be back, maybe phone calls, some interviews, job interviews, perhaps some ideas that you started working about, or just talking about, or just had some ideas in your mind and now you again have them, or just remember about them. People from the past considering business, trips, journeys, just even sometimes people from your past life or ex-relationship can also pop up in your life right now. Why? Because you need to talk something through, you know, you need to communicate, you need to be in contact with these people. Why? Because it's very important to deal with something that is really important for you, especially with the Sagittarius matters, and this matter of belief system. It's exploring new features of yourself, exploring love, wisdom of the universe, of yourself, as you are the universe for yourself, you are the planet, you are the world, you know. And you know, during this time it's really good to be changeable, flexible, and be ready to follow different directions, or accept a different opinion even, or just literally change your plans. So be ready for that. That's okay, that's fine to be really, really flexible. So at the same time, Mars will be in square with this full moon and Jupiter too. And I would like to show you this card. So Lover's card is like the main energy for this full moon, but also we have this Mercury card as a magician. This actually the card for Mercury and Sagittarius, and it's going direct, so a bit backwards. So you will have this time with the Temperance card, Sagittarius card, you will have finally, you know, with this Eight of Wands card, so Mercury in Sagittarius, and now it's going retrograde because it's ruled actually the Gemini, and it's all about, you know, Mercury, it's all about communication and Gemini. So a lot of things will be with this square with Mars and Jupiter. It's a bit of like you will be tested, you know, your skills, your abilities will be tested, your tools, how you use your tools, how you use your abilities. You need to re-evaluate, you need to rethink, maybe to look back and to analyze a bit more about yourself, about what you have. And it can be messages, as I said, from the past that will be just flying around and bringing some new information, maybe just the information that you have already heard and discussed, but you didn't pay enough attention to that, you know. So it's very interesting and important thing. And again, with this tension, communication between Mars, full moon, and Jupiter, So I feel that many of you will want to act right away, spontaneously, don't want to wait any longer. But it is really good time to wait, to breathe in and out and question yourself what it is about when you want to do something just right now and don't want to wait any longer. So ask yourself at this moment, what is it about? Why you don't want to wait? Are you afraid of something? And always remember, the good thing is when something belongs to you, that will be yours, no matter what. Wait until it is in your hands. If it doesn't belong to you, then you don't need it at all, maybe. Or maybe you just you don't need it right now, maybe a bit later. So trust only the things that already are in your hands with love and wisdom. Also, the thing is, like, a sun will be very close to Jupiter, of course, and this full moon is happening over there, really close to Jupiter. And also in tension with Mars, that means that we will be willing to exaggerate our actions. We can overreact. So that's the sun, yeah, over here. And remember that Tower card, where is it? Yeah, over here. So actually in tension, some tension with Sun and Tower, yeah, this lighting, this shine, but it will be a bit too bright sometimes, you know. So we will be willing to exaggerate our actions, or we can overreact and overdo, as I say. So we may think that we can do much more, that we can conquer the mountains, the world. That is probably okay, but it's better to give yourself time to see the reality a bit later, as you may promise quite a lot and will not keep the word. Or maybe someone will promise quite a lot but will not keep the word. So until you have it in your hands, as I said, it is not yours. Don't rely on the things until they're belonging to you and you can touch them. You can hold them. So that's why it's also a good thing to be in balance, you know. Energy of Saturn will help you. That is patience. Trying to take your time, wait as much as you can, organize yourself and restrict yourself at some points. But the most important thing is that after what I have said about all this energy is playing around, please follow your heart, your guts, your intuition, that will really help you, will guide you when you really need it. So trust yourself. Another good, amazing actually news, I'll put the cards over here, is that the Sun will meet the Jupiter, and it will be the luckiest day of the year. It is 25th, 26th of November night, something like that. So you can just add a few days before and after, because water actually signs definitely will feel it a bit earlier. So this will bring luck, surprises, amazing time. Jupiter is the planet of luck, gift and opportunity. Jupiter is big. This is the wheel of fortune in this card. So it's big, it's amazing, larger than the life, and it shines brightly, you know. It shines his light really brightly on everything he touches. He's all about expansion of goals, the mind and the heart. He focuses us to think bigger, you know, better and bolder. He also allow us to see the good and the positive in everything and all, and lifts us up to taste life from the higher perspective. And the Sun is the core, is the ego, but also the self. It is everything that makes us who we really are. And when it meets up with Jupiter, so it's magic definitely happening. And it is at home of Jupiter in Sagittarius, and so Sun will be also with Jupiter in Sagittarius, so it's in the areas of foreign countries, foreign people, so something new, you know, to explore, to have a trip, a journey, exploring new things in our life, bright opportunities. It's all about belief, our belief system and faith. So the energies are so amazing playing around during this fabulous time. And I would like to know if Jupiter brings something really nice, some lucky events into your life. So where is it, and what kind of events are you experiencing with Jupiter? Please write it down in the comments below. I'm very curious about it. And now let's move on to the tarot full moon in Gemini predictions. This forecast is for the time till next new moon in Sagittarius, so it's till 7th of December 2018. Let's start. Pisces. So let's see what will be really interesting for you during this full moon in Gemini. Oops. Energy is really great, and so many interesting things that I've already told you are happening in the sky. So let's see what about the cards. Pisces. Mars is in your sign. First card, yes, position card, and no position card. Yeah. Two of Swords, Six of Swords, and no Sun. So it's definitely the time of not being selfish. It's time to think about others. It's time to think about, to care and to show your love. And it seems like it will be quite challenging and difficult for you during this time, because it seems like it's time to move forward for you, because Mars coming your sign and it's just giving you this some fuel, and that's kicking you, like moving you forward. And for you it's a bit challenging because Mars will, it's not your energy actually. Yes, Mars is the energy of the war, of fights, of battles, of moving and spontaneous and fast immediate actions. It doesn't matter if it is destroying or building, but just action, action, action. And you are the Pisces. You're ruled by Saturn, which is really slow, prominent, long-lasting, about delays, waiting, thinking long, restricting, limiting everything, yourself first of all. And of course Neptune, which is illusions, dreams, dreaming about beautiful things, living in these illusions from time to time, but also making some magic, doing some magic, psychic abilities, all these things. And it's like, and here Mars is coming to you, to all this kingdom of, you know, this dreamy island kingdom of dreamy, and on the other side like limitations or restrictions. And it's kind of, you know, I can't say it's circus, but something is really reminding me kind of different energy in one go. And Mars is really kicking you, and it's giving like, hello, we need now play a bit in a different way. We need to do something. We need to deal with something that you didn't want to deal with. Yeah, because Saturn was saying, like, with Two of Swords over here, like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to deal with these problems. I want to feel myself fine. I want to feel myself like in my comfort zone. I want to stay. I want to be here and to live in my imagination and to live in my world, in my comfort. Like, I'm the star over here. I'm great here. I'm comfortable here. And I don't want to move anywhere. I don't want to make any decision. Why are you kicking me? And Mars is saying, hey, we need to move. And Mercury in Sagittarius backwards, like, we need to move. But first, you need to deal with your previous problems. Now it's time to deal with your belief system, your journey in your life. What do you want to explore? What do you want to have in your life? What people do you want to have in your life? You need to make decision, and you need to deal with problems that are holding you back. And that is your ego. Ego in not a healthy way, because there is, of course, an ego in a healthy way that is really good, but selfishness is not really the best one over here. And Mars and a lot of other energies that over here that I can see, that they will tell you that it's time to open your eyes and to deal with everything that is over here, because you can do that. Stop thinking only about yourself. I mean, in this case, like, your ego is really blocking you to move forward. You are ready to deal with the things that is holding you back, that is holding in your comfort zone, and you need to open your eyes and make a step forward. You need to move forward with the Six of Swords, starting with your mental energy, with your ideas, because you had these ideas. You just didn't want to implement them. You didn't want to accept them. You didn't want to believe that you can do that. You didn't want to deal with them. It's like, okay, there's this genius, that's fine, that's great, that's just maybe fabulous idea, this gorgeous view that I can see, that okay, the vision is perfect, but no, I don't want to do that. Actually, because I need to do quite a lot. And I would prefer to live in this dreamy world. That's great. I will just imagine all this, visualizing this, but actually this is the time to do the actions. This is the time to move, to think about people around you, to think about, but actually, yeah, to think about not what you want to stay in the past, but to think about what you really want to go into the future and to stay present, first of all. Because it's time, like it is the change. It is a change, and moving forward with this energy that you can do everything by yourself, that you are strong enough and your ego is still holding you back. And as soon as you stop playing on this with these rules, of the ego rules, you will see that actually you can shine, you can be bright, moving forward, thinking about your inner child, for example, your inner mother, so about your inner deep hidden energies that actually is telling you that, hello, think about us as well. We need to move forward. We want to move forward. We want to be happy. It's okay that we need to have some challenges in the beginning, because then it will be really bright and we will be much more happy than before. And this will be the time to make a decision. This will be the time to move forward with your ideas first, and then you need to do something with your decision first. It's like even the decision that, yes, I understand everything, I accept myself the way I am, and I'm ready, I'm moving forward, and my ideas are brilliant, and I will definitely do everything to implement them. Of course, the Neptune will help and Saturn will help. This is discipline, this is time, this is long-lasting projects or relationship, and this is also this visualization that you already have. You are just the luckiest one of the whole zodiac signs, because you have this visualization in yourself. You are the Pisces, so that's why you already have these tools to move yourself forward. But then you need to do something first in your thoughts, in your ideas, to write them down, to make them clear, to make some plans, and then a bit later on, after the new moon in Sagittarius, you will act, you will do something. But first, just prepare to this launch, prepare to the start. Gather everything all together. Gather everything that you have been already experiencing for many years. Get your experience in your hands and use it, because you have everything to be happy. Don't be afraid of making decisions. Don't be afraid. The most important thing, that don't be afraid of making mistakes, because the mistakes are the lessons, and the lessons they are experience, and experience make you wiser and mature, and the experience, this is your treasure that nobody will take away from you. So enjoy this beautiful full moon in Gemini. This is it for you, my dear Pisces. Enjoy, really, I wish you that you're enjoying it. So now, for now, bye bye, and I will see you next time.